Ladies and gentlemen, essentially, former President Trump has backed the state of Texas, leaving the United States, at least for a moment. I don't think he's backing a full secession. I don't think that he's backing the state to leave forever. I do think that former President Donald Trump is defending the state or defending the interests of Texas, the United States of America, by ensuring that chaos and mayhem doesn't take place within one of the largest states in the country. You might hear that and say, well, that's not what's taking place. He's being cruel and heartless. It's actually cruel and heartless, especially for the humanitarian crisis in the southern geographic region of our country, to continue with the current president's lack of vision. There's no vision. And you're not looking at this from a humanitarian perspective if you're a liberal Democrat. Because liberal Democrats got a chance in Martha's Vineyard, and we could see this right here. Only 5 of the 49 people that went to Martha's Vineyard are still there. Okay, they were quickly removed from Martha's Vineyard when DeSantis sent them there. Again, if you're a liberal Democrat on this issue, there is zero rebuttal that you have. You have zero policy other than trying desperately to seem moral and just. What Trump essentially did, and hit subscribe to this channel right now, is that he allowed, and I don't think this is good long term. I don't want Texas to secede. I don't want Texas to leave the United States of America and us to have another 1861, God forbid. But for the moment, he is backing Texas doing its own thing. The Supreme Court ruled that the federal government has a right to implement a certain policy, and Texas said, "Now we're not going to implement it." And you have a standoff. The standoff is something most Americans are looking at and siding with Trump on. Hit subscribe to this channel right now. It's a very precarious situation. This can only take place in Biden's America because there's a complete lack of vision. If you want a bill in Congress to make people who enter citizens, then pass a bill, or I should say, and the House is run by Republicans, but pass, or I should say, you should have passed the bill when Democrats had the House and the Senate. They lied to their constituents about even Dreamers becoming citizens. Trump offered Dreamers citizenship. This is a fact. This is a fact. And so you can look, you could just, here, let's just really quickly, you can look, just type in Dreamers, citizens, Trump, citizenship, Trump. I'm just doing this right now. I don't want to start over here. Here you go. Trump offers citizenship. Okay. Trump proposed Dreamer pathway to citizenship. Well, here, Trump backs citizenship for Dreamers. So he offered Reuters, Trump offers Dreamers a path to citizenship. Trump was the most moral and the most ethical when it comes to the southern geographic region of our country. He had a vision. Protect that area of the country, protect the interests of states like Texas, give a certain path to citizenship for Dreamers, for example. I have friends who are Dreamers. I want them to become citizens. But then build that wall. And so Democrats said, of course, no, and replaced that vision with nothing. There is no vision right now for Democrats. Biden doesn't have a foreign policy, much less a domestic policy, the foreign policy, we're witnessing absolute chaos on the world stage. Things that would not have taken place with Trump because he would have simply made a deal. Okay, don't join that alliance, then you won't get that invasion. That's a simplified version of a very complex or complicated deal that he would have at least tried to implement. I'm speaking in an algorithmically friendly manner, ladies and gentlemen, but essentially Trump is stating, hey, look, you know what? If you're the Texas National Guard or National Guards in other states, go ahead and back Texas against the federal government. That's essentially what Trump is doing. Now, I can't say that's a good strategy long term, because it's not a good strategy long term. Short term, I think Trump is right. Short term, he's right. Short term, he's right in that if you have a part of the country that is suffering in terms of the economy, in terms of crime, in terms of a whole lot of things, and you don't even have Democrats offering citizenship. So if you're a Democrat, what are you offering other than doing nothing? What is the Democratic Party policy on this? And by the way, Trump is gaining steam. He's up by over 4 points nationally. Nothing that Democrats are doing, nothing that Biden is doing is working on a national stage. Trump can even back Texas leaving the Union, essentially, momentarily back Texas leaving the Union. And he's still up. He can be indicted under 91 criminal charges, and he's still up. There's really nothing that Democrats can do to tarnish Trump now, because this current administration of liberal Democrats they're so utterly inept. They're so utterly inept and incompetent. And so you look at what took place. You can look right now. What happened to the people that landed in Martha's Vineyard? Okay? They're not there anymore. Okay? Because what took place is immediately, Democrats within that blue state and blue and liberal Democratic region of the country said, we don't have the resources. So therefore, essentially becoming Trump Republicans or Republicans with a hardline stance on that topic. So you look, ladies and gentlemen, Trump did offer a path to citizenship. That is an important point to make. It wasn't what Democrats at that point felt. Well, they never wanted to work a deal anyway. They don't even want to deal with citizenship anyway. They just want to. It's like when they talk about a whole bunch of issues. Oh, we're going to have a commission on this. We're going to have a commission on that. Oh, so you want to pretend that you're interested in implementing a policy you know very well you'll never implement. It could be single payer, it could be reparations, it could be a whole bunch of things. What Democrats do, we're going to look into this. We're open to it, but Republicans are not. And so they say that Trump lied all the time. Nobody lies through omission or overtly more than wonderful, highly educated, morally superior liberal Democrats in Congress. And you look at what's taking place now, and essentially Trump backed the secession of, Texas, one of the largest states in the country. He momentarily backed that by stating that other National Guard units should defend the interest of Texas. Now, is it good long term? No, it's not good long term. Is it just for the moment? Yeah, I mean, if you have a situation that is a human catastrophe, human rights catastrophe, okay? Because if you are the Democratic Party and you're saying, hey, you know what? Just the entire world has, please go ahead. Please just feel free to enter, and you don't have any plan once human beings do enter. And then if you're Martha's Vineyard, or if you're a liberal state, and then you get upset with DeSantis and Abbott for sending human beings your way, It's the epitome of hypocrisy. Give me your thoughts below. Hit subscribe to this channel right now.